Hey gamers, Infinity back again with another video. This time I wanted to cover, in my opinion, the top 5 reasons you should play Cyberpunk. Seeing as how some of you might be waiting to play this game in the near future, or on the fence about to even bother playing, I thought it would be some good content for you guys, especially if you are on the PS4 or the Xbox One and you're currently awaiting the inevitable patches. Now, onto the list. Number 1, Night City. The world that CDPR has created here is nothing short of mesmerizing. Not only visually, but also in terms of its rich lore and interesting take on the sci-fi futuristic city. The dark alleyways, the brightly lit billboards of the city center, to the outskirts of the Badlands and beyond. You can really tell there's been a lot of creative juices put on display here. Each district has its own vibe, and you can't really help but be struck in awe at times of its beauty. It could have easily been a copy and paste standard future city, like in some other media, but somehow Night City has its own style that really shines both daytime and at night. It keeps me coming back to play more, just to see the city again, and that goes a long way in keeping my attention as a gamer. I have high hopes that CDPR will keep adding more content to really flesh out this amazing world and make it feel more alive. We'd love to see some nighttime events added, such as clubbing or even random city events, similar to how we saw the parade mission. Imagine how amazing it would be to have the city be a living game world with events that can happen based on holidays, or even some of the missions you do in the game, kind of affecting the game world around you. There's a lot of potential there, and I'm going to go more into that later on in the video. Okay, number 2, the quests. Quests can make or break a great RPG, and thankfully the team at CDPR has the pedigree under his belt to deliver on this. What I love about what they did for this game is it feels full of content. It's all meaningful, and that's the key. Many RPG games tend to have weak fetch quests that really add nothing to the experience except monetary rewards or an item or two. That approach to side quests really never satisfied me as a gamer, and I much prefer what CDPR has done here. The approach to questing here is pretty interesting. You have, of course, your main quest line, which was pretty satisfactory on its own. More on that in an upcoming video. But some of the best and most interesting things you'll experience lie within the side quests. They really flesh out the world, and you see a lot more of Night City that you could possibly miss. You might even run into some celebrities of Night City. A cool touch. The enticing prospect of getting a new phone call for a new mission that can take you down a whole new interesting path or storyline is what really keeps me coming back for more. Excellent work all around here. It makes me excited to see what CDPR can do for upcoming DLC. Then you have gigs, which aren't as well fleshed out or interesting, but do provide a pretty decent amount of things to do that often can be pretty lucrative if you're short on cash. The gigs, I would say, are basically the fetch quest kind of missions in the game, sort of a C tier in terms of the quests. That being said, I was actually surprised by how decent they were. They didn't feel like boring filler, they were actually well done in this. And surprisingly enough, Johnny pops in every now and then to give us 2 cents. CDPR really got some mileage out of Keanu, Money well spent. Reason number 3. Guns and loot. Guns, guns, guns. And more guns. Cyberpunk has no shortage of really cool weapons to try out. This is one of the standout features of the game for me. From the design, to the reload animations, to how weighty and satisfying some of them are. There's something for everyone here. A couple standouts to me with the smart weapons. Taking a page out of Resistance, or even Halo's Needler, these guns can actually be upgraded to track enemies. It's a really cool effect, and something you would expect to see in this dark future. This take on sci-fi weaponry is my favorite. Just futuristic enough to be cool and interesting, but grounded enough so we're still dealing with ballistic weapons and not laser guns. I like to think of it as weaponry you'd see in RoboCop or Predator 2. Slightly advanced future, but still recognizable as they are by today's standard. Honorable mention, there's a sniper rifle you get in this game that is absolutely glorious at popping off limbs and heads. It's good fun. As for loot, there's a ton to be discovered here. I'm currently almost 80 hours in, and I still come across new items as I'm playing. Basically, loot comes in a few different categories: food, weapons, clothing, and crafting materials. Most of the stuff works as you might expect it to, but it's a good hook to keep you playing. I'm always on the lookout for that next really good piece of gear or new weapon. Some of the missions even give you new vehicles, if you know where to look and ask the right questions. Number 4, the characters. This is where CDPR truly knocked it out of the park. This game has really, really good characters. Some of them you form a genuine bond with. It's all really organic as well. The way you meet people here is not so dissimilar to real life. They all have backstories, and you learn about them as you do missions with them. In Night City, you will meet people of all walks of life, all having their own believable reasons to be doing what they're doing, and how it relates to you in your journey. The last time a game made me want to just sit there and talk and bond with the character was Mass Effect. Now this game hasn't quite reached that height, but it comes pretty close at times. It helps that CDPR cleverly uses side quests and even texting to help flesh out these people. You can even call them if you wanted to, although the dialogue tree only goes so far, but what can you do? It's a bit hard to talk more in depth about this without spoiling too much. After all, this is one of the best aspects of the game. Suffice to say, I won't forget some of these people. They somehow managed to make nearly everyone you meet very likable, unique, and memorable. A lot of pride was taken in this aspect of the game, and it really shines for this. I hope to see more and hear more about what happens to these people once my journey was over. Again, hoping some DLC would expand upon this. Number 5, the future and DLC. Now the dust has settled, and most people have had time to really absorb the game. On PC, of course. Hopefully other games will get there soon. I think we can all agree this game didn't measure up to the hype. The game is great, but there's definitely room for improvement, and I really do believe that CDPR give a crap about their fans. I'm seeing the potential here for a really special game. All it needs are a few key features, and this game is ripe for being a classic. Now we know there will be DLC coming out, but honestly, what I'm most excited for is seeing how they add to this world. It's a really, really cool place to be, and I'm sure there can be dozens of cool story missions that can take place here. The potential for this game is almost endless. I might do a video on what I think should be added. Let me know if you'd be interested in that in the comments. But here we are, about a month after release. I think it's a testament to show how strong a world was created here, that me and many people are still playing. I mean, I'm still finding new content here and there, and I've been playing nearly every day since release. So the future is looking pretty bright. If they can add more meaningful DLC to this game, and of course fix the bugs. Please fix the bugs. But I think it's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully you guys found this helpful for anyone on the fence still. I'm planning to do an epic review at some point to really talk about some of the main quests and my personal journey through the game and go really deep into it. But that'll be another video. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and remember to like and subscribe for more quality gaming videos for the real gamer. Infinity out.